So guess what? I don't know if you know who this is. This is one of the most famous Olympians in the history of the United States. She was the first female all-around winner in gymnastics, and so now she's battling pneumonia, right? So she's in a Texas hospital. She's got a rare form of pneumonia, and she's been there in intensive care for like 5 days. She's 55 years old, became the first American woman to win the Olympic all-around title, fighting for her life. She's not able to breathe on her own. She started, guess what? They had to start a fundraising campaign on Retton's behalf for her medical expenses. Retton does not currently have medical insurance.
Really?
Nice country. Retton was 60, but we're going to send a couple more $100 billion to Ukraine because we're going to pay their medical bills. While our hero, an American hero, is fighting for her life and broke. Doesn't have. Retton was 16 years old when she became an icon for the. But there you go. Here, you want to see it? This will get you going.
Distance she gets on this particular vault is about 22 feet.
She has 2 vaults, remember? Oh, boy. Yes!
She has done the best vault of her life. She knows what she's done now. Full twisting Tsukahara.
A full twisting Tsukahara. Nice.
Don't worry about it. Cat is. Oh, I think cat.
It's fun to kind of relive this. I remember when this happened.
What a moment for American gymnastics.
That's a 10. That's a 10.
So let's see the score. Is she going to get a 10?
Dato danno sulla egalitate. I think if they don't give her a 10 here, the judges may fear for their life.
That's right. They will tear the roof apart.
Boy, she landed. There it is.
There it is.
And the gold medal. The gold medal goes to Mary Lou Retton.
And now she doesn't have health insurance, and she's dying in an ICU in America. That's what they say about
uniquely American.
Uniquely American, isn't it?
A uniquely American story, isn't it?
She's a mother of 4. She currently lives in Texas. She retired from competitive gymnastics in 1986. She did numerous commercial endorsements. Don't forget the completely American part, where Mary Lou Retton, national figure, has no health insurance. America loves its heroes. Tragic that an Olympian like Mary Lou Retton is battling pneumonia without insurance, but important to remember that the left tried to force a vote on Medicare for all during the pandemic. It was called Force the Vote. But shitlibs lied and said Kevin McCarthy would become speaker if the Democrats forced it. Shitlibs like Ryan Grimm at The Intercept. No. Shitlibs like Cenk Uygur at TYT. Ryan Grimm actually debunked it. That lie, isn't it? But while telling another lie.
What was his again? I forget.
His lie that it was a 4th and goal and 4th and 40, and you have to punt. You can't, something like that.
Oh, well, Kevin McCarthy got in, so I guess we lost the big game.
Yeah.
I'm not a football guy.
I just wanted to bring that to people. Just like, when are people going to rise up as in a real revolution in America? I mean, like truckers and union workers and grocery store workers, and people just stop and say, I'm not going to work unless you give me health care. I want health care like my grandparents have. I want Medicare for all. I want you to take, and people say, Jimmy, you want the government to run health care? No.
No, I want to run Ukraine's health care.
That's right. What that does is, what we have right now is a capitalist from Aetna or Blue Cross or Big Pharma running our health care. So what I want is to take those people out of it, and I just want to have a G-man who has no profit motive paying. They're not running your health care. They're just paying the bill. And so right now we have the health insurance company paying the bill. I want to get them out of there because their job is to deny you coverage. So, and everybody, and by the way, we pay twice as much for health care as the rest of the world. And our system is way worse than the rest of the world. People go, well, Canada's isn't great. Well, then Canada needs to make theirs better. That's just because Canada sucks, like they're sucking at most things. Other countries have great health care that people love, right? So the number 1 and through the number 30 healthcare systems in the world our socialized medicine without a G-man in the middle. The United States is like number 38th in healthcare. We're like behind Moldova. Okay.
Hey, by the way, it's not automatically good just because you have the government do it. No one's saying that. You got to kind of keep an eye on it. But let's try it and fail 7 times instead of sending more money to Ukraine.
That's right.
Let's take all that money and make one that doesn't work and then do another one.
Anybody who's for keeping the system we have today has never been seriously ill or had a family member go bankrupt from it yet. And you will. Just go ahead and get sick, and you will, and you'll find out really fast how bad your insurance is.
Hey, get sick with insurance.
I got sick with great insurance, and we went bankrupt.
How well it works out.
And I think we were talking about this the other day, Jimmy, and I was telling you my point of view, which is kind of that libertarian mentality of providing a funding mechanism, because I don't want to be told what type of health care I can get. If I want to get acupuncture, it should be covered, right? If I want to spend the money on, Eastern medicine, it should be covered. So as long as we can remove the system of them telling us what actual health care is, then I'm all for it. It should be a right. Health care should be a right. For the most part, it's information.
And so that's the big mistake. They always say to me, Jimmy, you always talk about how corrupt and evil the government is, and then you want them to run everything. No, I don't want them there. That's the exact opposite. Right? The reason why our healthcare system is evil and predatory is because it's run by capitalists. So if you take the capitalists out of it, you have a better shot at getting decent health care that doesn't bankrupt you. And again, that government isn't going to run your health care. The government is just going to pay your private doctor in your private hospital that delivers you the health care. People also say because of COVID. Oh, look what the government did during COVID. The government was doing that at the behest of Pfizer and Moderna. They weren't doing that at the behest of you, of themselves. They didn't decide all of a sudden to mandate a vaccine because the government are a bunch of communist Nazis. They did that because Big Pharma owns them and they told them to do it. That's the problem, that we have to get rid of the stranglehold that Big Pharma and health insurance companies have on our government. It's not the other way around. Government doesn't dictate to the health insurance companies and Big Pharma. It's the exact opposite. So if you hated what happened to you during COVID, that's because it's being run by capitalists, not because we got the capitalists out of it. So that's what Fox News wants you to think, and that's what MSNBC wants you to think, and that's what CNN wants you to think. Stop thinking that, because that's propaganda.
Yeah.
Well, guess what, Jimmy? I disagree. The only thing I think government's good to run is an endless satanic war.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
But that also leads to the fact that what we talk about when it comes to lefties talking about this is like, we want to spend less money on war and just more money on us, baby.
That's right.
That's all it is. It's that simple.
Less money on war, more money on us. Hey, come see us doing the live shows. We're going to be in Dallas, Houston, San Diego, Bloomington, Illinois, Indianapolis, Levittown, New York, Red Bank, New Jersey, Wilmington, Delaware, Covina, California, Burbank, California, and Oxnard, California. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for all those tickets. See you at a live show.